Hey everybody, it's Adam and Mike with Just the Tips and podcast number 8. Dead middle of winter here in the great upstate, and we're getting our winter gains on.
Yeah, we just finished up a workout. How you feel?
Really good. Mike does a really nice job putting together a full workout, but we've been really breaking down each individual component of the swing into a workout. Tonight was kind of special though. Tonight was the first.
I wanted to have a little fun with it to kind of like combine them all together and actually put the swing together and see what we can do. So, we took all the components and put it in one big workout, and
10 stations, 10 times each. So,
yeah.
Like I said, it was a good one. So, like I said, really starting to see some movement in the simulator, starting to see some movement on
I think that's a big thing, and, we'll be coming out with a little bit more content about that because, you've gained 5 miles per hour on your swing speed.
I know. Could you imagine another 5 and 5 more after that?
Well, it's 2.5 yards per mile per hour of swing speed.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, when you hit it good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They usually hit it good.
Right.
They just don't hit it far.
So 2.5 times 5 is 12.5 yards. Is that correct?
I'll take that all day, every day.
Yeah. 12.5 yards since what? November?
Yeah.
Beginning of November. So
2.5 months from 2.5 to go.
Yeah. So
all right.
If we can get you up another 5, that's 25 yards.
Well, the other day, the video came out about our January 6th outing, and I was really happy with how far the ball was flying for being 30 degrees and freezing to death.
Yeah, we went out and walked off a couple, and they were out there pretty good.
There you go. But the good news is today's not about what's going on in the winter. Today's not about the snowstorm or simulators or anything like that. Today's a flashback to the summer that was.
Yeah, we had some fun this summer, man. We played a lot of golf. We played a bunch of matches. We had some fun, man.
Yeah,
it was good.
So one of the things we learned too is editing a 9-hole match takes a long time. It takes way longer to edit than it does to play.
When you want to do it right, that's for sure. Yeah, and you got to film the whole thing and make sure you're getting enough footage that when you go back through it, that it's there.
So the guys at Inness, Jeff and Miles, have been very, very kind to us, and we posted match number 1 in a long format. As a matter of fact, we kind of our first pseudo podcast at the end, which was really just me and Miles sitting around having beers.
Yeah, which was cool. I left it in. I don't know how many people watched it, but
if you did, let us know. We'll send you something cool.
So match number 1, we ended up taking the win on that one.
Yeah, it's Inness is a great course, and I was playing pretty well that day, and then you were playing pretty well that day.
I mean, I get strokes, and I really got to use them to my advantage on that course.
You tend to though. It's funny. Mike's a good enough player. He can birdie any hole on the course. And sometimes he birdies the hardest hole on the course, or definitely is putting at pars. And again, those strokes definitely help us out when we're playing 2-ball. So
so we closed them out through 7 in the first match, and the boys wanted a rematch, and we gave it to them.
We did. One caveat to this, though, and this may have been a tactical error on my part.
We did play 18 at Wiltwyck before that.
Yeah. So this was our third 9 of the day. But I thought it might be a good idea after playing competitive golf to bring along a frosty beverage.
There was nothing frosty or beverage about what you
We
brought.
had a party at the house, and I don't know, I'm not a big wine fan. At least I didn't think I was. And so if there's a bunch of people coming to the house, I buy these boxes of wine. And some of them are very good. And so this one was called a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, it's called a headache in a box.
It's a 5-liter box of wine that, by the way, fits perfectly in the cart, and with a red solo cup, makes for a delightful 9 holes.
Yeah, well, more like a delightful 4, and then another not so delightful 4 or 5.
One of the things that is interesting, though, is Mike tends to play maybe even a little bit better when he's got a cocktail or two.
But I don't like wine, so this was incentive for me to play well because I didn't want to drink it.
So it was, if you lost the hole, you had to drink the wine.
No, if you had a bogey.
Bogey.
If you had a net bogey or worse, you had to drink. But we did have the Pinot Grigio Amigo.
Amigo.
That
If your partner,
if you were in for a par, I didn't have to putt my bogey or worse, and it didn't count, and I didn't have to drink. So we call that the Pinot Grigio Amigo.
But one of the things you're going to discover is that I do not hold my liquor well on the course, and my score maybe reflects that. But you guys take a look at the video. You let us know it was a beautiful day until it wasn't.
Yeah, if you could look up at the sky, you'll see in the video that the weather did. We got the round in. I don't know if we should have, but we got the round in. There's some pretty good shots, and then some pretty not so good shots,
and some amazing shots.
Yeah. One of the best shots I've ever seen, which we've talked about in our Christmas countdown. And we had a good time. It's always a great time with Miles and Jeff, so we want to thank them, the boys at Inness, to let us come out and play a match with them.
There you go.
And after the first match, I think these boys were coming back for some blood.
I think they were. They had a little inspirational dissatisfaction after the first round. And take a look, see what you guys think, and we'll come back with and talk about the round right after.
All right.
All right, guys, here we are at a beautiful Inness, out with Miles and Jeff. It's match number 2 of the 5-match Inness challenge. If you remember the Just the Tips guys, up 1 after 5. So one of the things you guys have to realize is that Inness is a pretty classy place. Actually, it's the classy place. These guys have to sign non-disclosure agreements so they can't say who actually is playing up here. My understanding, major movie stars, major sports stars are playing up here. Plus Mike, we're definitely up here, right? You guys in
9 holes.
Sure. All right. Let's go. Just the Tips Inness challenge. Here we go. Number 2. Woo!
Merchandise shop.
The sizzle.
Roll. How was it?
Boys came to play today. Go.
Oh! Thought that was gonna drop. How about that read, huh?
Yeah. Oh. Hit the hole. Get in there. Oh, yeah.
All right, 1 hole down. We're all even. Baba Booey. That's what I was trying to do. 65 for. Alrighty, Mike and I are down 1 after 2.
Yes, that's my partner. Actually, you're up on
Oh gosh, I haven't even hitting it so straight.
Yeah. So good. Good shot.
harder than that.
Like about 15 feet harder than what you have been doing.
Like maybe a little bit more shoulder turn.
Yeah. Use some torso.
Shoot in the hole. That would be an awesome four.
Oh, great par.
Welcome to the smoke show.
Turn. Keep turning. It is turning. Well, the green's over there. It needs to turn over that way.
It's in the collection area. That's good.
I mean, the green's better.
Nicely done.
Roughly about 75 yards.
You want a number?
No, it's gonna roll though.
Boy.
Yeah, it's gonna roll. I knew it would roll.
You think you knew it would roll? I didn't.
What are you in for?
Oh, 1 and 2 out.
6 for 5. Good par. What do we need?
You need to get up and down.
All right. No big deal. Where are we at?
Yeah, after that one, I guess I might be.
Oh!
Off shot, Mike.
Fairway finder.
Nope, that's all right. Oh, don't you dare get enough Dude, I did that earlier today. Oh, hi.
I'm gonna bring it in to the middle of the green. It'll work its way back to the top.
Okay. It's okay.
Is it okay?
It's okay.
It's okay, everything's fine? I'm fine,
fine.
you're fine, everything's
It's
fine?
fine.
Okay. Jeff,
Yeah, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it.
I was gonna start feeling, because I hit that as hard as I can. You're with me. I'm like, golly, not saying anything about it, but.
Jeff, how far do you think you hit that ball?
300.
Oh, nice smooth 300. Great, Mike. Is that drive?
Over it.
All right, I gotta make this.
Little driver pitching wedge. All right. So hard to hold that table, dude. For real.
I think I went in.
Went in or over?
I think I went in.
Into what?
The gully. Oh man.
Wow.
Dude, I played for everything.
He's not kidding either.
Fucking hailstorms, lightning.
Just focus.
This. It is turning left. How does that not go all the way down?
Oh, how'd that not go right?
You missed it. Try for full.
Oh!
That's fine, right?
Nope.
Gotta go in. Shit. You gotta go in.
No.
This is a little too late.
You got sorry I didn't record the video because it was Pinot Green. What happened?
You can drive here.
He did hit it too hot. He hit it in the tree and it fell into fescue.
Great shot.
I 100% just feel like my partner bullied me. It might be partially because we're losing, but either way, I need to talk to our HR department here at Just the Tips, and I think it's my turn to hold the emotional support squirrel.
To tie the hole, Adam, Just the Tips, on 7 at Inness. Nope. Just putting for birdie.
So what's the commentary? Jeff Mesa for birdie on the hardest hole in the course.
And he makes it, drains it. Oh.
What'd you hit into the green?
I had a 6 iron, 176, 6 iron. Justin played just fine. It was a good number. That's why I felt right. So I got lucky with the number.
All right, boys, your match.
Together. I have to be honest with you at this point. It's a novice assessment, but also I think we gotta let these guys win a little bit so they invite us back, right? Just saying.
Good shot, Miles.
Look at this bomb from Miles.
5 iron, too.
5 iron?
No, it's a 5 iron.
5 iron.
5 iron.
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, you had to put it inside me, huh?
Oh, Jeff's balling up there too, man. Killed us.
We didn't put forth their best effort. That's why they invented match number 3. Mr. Mesa, Mr. Miles, congratulations. Those are 2 hell of a shots into the green to close it out. A couple of 5-footers. I'm in the protected wetlands. If it wasn't in the 100-year floodplain and protected by the DEC, I think I would have went in and got after it.
Would have made it.
Mike, you carried the team today. I appreciate it. But this officially makes the season-long match 1-1. All right. So here we go, coming at you guys once again from beautiful Inness Country Club.
Thanks, guys.
It's kind of like one of those cool this pictures again.
Oh, that
Actually, it was really dope.
Mesa and Valvo. Valvo and Mesa.
That's phenomenal.
So we just got thrown an absolute beating by the guys from Inness.
Jeff shot even par with a little missed birdie putt there on the last hole. And I'm a little concerned that maybe they did to us the first time what we were planning on doing this time to them. is maybe they let us win the first one. Like, what are we closing out through 7?
We closed them out like in 4 holes. It was
it was like
4 and 5 through 4.
maybe they were like, we gotta let them win one to just keep this match going. So we gotta bring our A game next time, dude.
Shit's getting spicy out here. We're tied 1-1, best of 5. Next time.
So good stuff, right? Like I said, we had a great time that day. Again, when I look back at the footage, though, you're right. I don't know if we should have been playing in that thunderstorm.
Yeah, I mean, that lightning was right there. You know, they have what, a 7-mile. What's the rule? 7 miles?
I don't know. Jeff's got a thing on his phone that shows what a lightning strikes are, and they were within the circle. We probably shouldn't have been on the course.
I think there's a 7-mile circle that is like, that's like, hey,
Yeah.
let's keep our eye on this. Like, and then I think it's 3. I don't know
Yeah.
why it's such a huge difference, but yeah, we got through. We didn't die. We're still here.
Exactly.
Little rough golf from the Just the Tips boys. The Inness boys put a whooping on us. Like I said in the end of that video, like, I was a little nervous that, you know, maybe they let us win the first one and put a stomping on us in that second one. We did stretch it out to 8 holes.
We did.
Yep. Only because you got up and down on 5, but
Yep.
yeah, they whooped us.
So when you take a look, Inness is an awesome course. The first hole is a giant fairway, and as a matter of fact, the way it sets up, the second fairway can help you out if you really get crazy on the right. But that green is
Dude,
banana.
I almost think it's a better angle.
Yeah, probably. But that green is like Banana City. It's,
I don't know if the video even does that course justice of what the undulation is.
Yeah.
You can see Miles on the 3rd hole.
Yeah.
4 putting.
He did.
Four putting?
He hit
Yeah.
he hit the green and walked away with a double.
He hit the green. He rolled it up, and it's not in the video of his first attempt at that putt, but the second one goes up, and he's rolling back. He's like, "How
All the way
hard
to
should
his
I hit
feet.
this?" I said, "A little bit harder than you're actually."
You said a full hip turn.
Yeah, get some torso in there, you know.
Yep.
But you know, Jeff. I mean, some of the best shots I've seen in person. You know.
So on that 4th hole, you don't really see it in the footage, but these guys had already gone up 2 at that point.
Yeah.
And Mike and I both hit it in the schmang, but Jeff smoked one down the middle. He hit another great shot in front of the green. He knocked it on, 2-putted for a par, made it look really, really easy. It's not really represented as well there.
I think Jeff is that type of player though, where he's just doing the thing you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
and he does have some great shots. Don't get me wrong, but like he's not flashy about it. He's just pulls his club, hits his shot, puts his club back in, gets in the cart.
But what's amazing though is Jeff can bomb the ball. I mean, he's got it controlled like 85%. But when he lets it rip like he did on number 6, again, you probably didn't catch it in the video, but he was a very conservative, real 300 yards.
All right, well let's explain it in the video. If you see, me and Adam hit 2 shots over to the right, probably 240.
Yeah.
And then I just wasn't comfortable over my shot. I probably had what do you have there, like 140 in?
Yeah.
So I probably had like an 8-iron going in.
Yep.
And I just wasn't feeling it, so I was like really kind of
grinding on.
No, I was trying to feel what that shot needed to feel like. I knew it was coming, and I like Hazel shanked it to the left like 40 yards over to where Jeff's ball was. And Jeff's like, "Mike, did you?" And he didn't see me hit my second shot, so he's like, "Are you up here with me?" And I was like, "I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it." He's like, "Okay, all right."
But by the time we got to 6, I'd had a couple too many bogeys and a couple too many 16-ounce
things that come along with the bogeys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wasn't very much help from this
You
point
were not
on.
the amigo I needed.
No.
And I apparently wasn't the amigo you needed.
Well, we're on that 6th hole, and I did hit a drive, and I hit the green, but I probably had a 40-foot putt, but I knocked it 40 feet past.
And then you wanted to have a talk show about the putt, and I'm like, "Yo, just freaking focus."
Hit the putt.
I am focused.
Yep, I was not focused. I was very far
But that
from
green,
focused.
I mean, it's hard to focus on that green anyway. It's,
But
that green's actually connected to the 3rd
Yeah.
green, and it's just humongous. I actually think Miles was down there.
Listen,
When he was
Miles
on
is all
3.
over the place. Miles had some great shots in here. There's on the 1st hole, there's a shot of Miles putting where the ball just comes up barely short.
Yeah.
Miles' 4 putt was
Story of his
amazing.
life, you said.
Yeah, exactly. But But 7 was the story on this entire hole.
What a hole.
7's an impossible hole. It's water left and right on the drive to a crowned fairway. It's a really long hole. It's the #1 handicap hole, but there's 2 or 3 others that can.
But if you don't get around that corner either with your drive, because you gotta pipe it out past that willow tree.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're
hitting 200 yards
Yeah.
into this thing, and there's
But
water
also
around the
then
green.
if you're trying to pipe it out there, that water on the right comes into play
And the green is Banana City again. You got a roller coaster
with water right.
So I think I hit it in the pond. I don't even remember what I did. You hit a good drive, but struggled a little bit with
On the
second
next
shot.
because that tree, like I have to, I hit a cut, and you have to draw it around that tree if you don't get past it.
Yeah.
So
Miles smoked it in the fescue, and you can see him hack it out of there. But again, really quietly, Jeff pipes one down the middle in perfect location. And then again, even with his big drive, he probably had 200, 190.
no, I think he said he had 176, but he hit a 6-iron.
Six
But
iron?
I think he hits a 6-iron further than that.
Yeah.
So it's probably playing like 185.
But this green, it's got like I don't want to call it a false front because it's like got a lower green, a big bunch of hills,
got a false
top green,
front, side,
it's,
back.
It's got a big back on it, and it's on this tabletop that's probably 10 foot. You know, and if you don't,
it's
and if you
not
don't hit
big.
that, you're either not on the green or you're on some other part of the green with a 100-foot putt.
Yeah, coming downhill.
Yeah.
It's insane. And somehow, I mean, you watching that video, you can even rewind it. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to rewind it. Go back and look. You see the ball flight, and then we zoom in on the ball coming down, and it sits just perfectly
next to
right
the
on
flag.
the shelf.
Yeah, and he goes.
But
now,
he didn't videotape the putt.
once again, this is your opportunity to apologize to me.
Mine.
Yes, for the way you. I don't want to call it a verbal attack, but I know I wasn't holding my end of the bargain. But
I just
think,
wanted you to pull the card.
But I think you might have you were mean to me. I know you were 100%.
Tough luck. It's tough luck.
But Miles and I were having a good time. Miles wasn't playing. He was playing fine, not particularly well. So he was into the wine himself too. So we were doing our best Jim Nance. As a matter of fact, if you hear, Miles gave the commentary on my putt and did a great job on it. But so that was his second, Jeff's second birdie of the 9, or through 7 holes, and then on 8. Again, I was worth absolutely 0 to you.
Yeah, you hit it into the fescue. 8 is probably my least favorite hole on that course because putting a drive out there it's a 200 club.
Yeah.
You put one out there and you're fine. You're supposed to be anyway.
Yep.
And then you have like a pitching wedge going.
Yep.
And
So it's like
but it's so tight for down there. It's like very tight, and maybe I shouldn't hit a 200 club. Maybe I should hit a 185 club.
But then that green is super thin.
Yeah, but if you hit 200, you're on a
rounded.
downslope with a tight lie, and there's water there. And
Yep.
I'm telling you, 99 out of 100 times I put it in that water.
But both the boys, they knocked it out in the middle. They both hit it to 5 feet. I'm in the woods.
I'm in the water on my second shot.
So I've never conceded from the fairway before. I've never been like, yep, that's it.
Well, I mean, what am I doing? So I'm in the water, 2 in, 3 out, hitting 4
Yeah.
on. I had to either jar that or make the putt and hope they were going to miss.
Yeah, and they both have putts that were inside the flag stick.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like I said,
so.
it is what it
Plus-
was. But again, Jeff played awesome. Miles was
They
a
deserved
very
to
good
win
partner
that.
that day.
They deserved
You
to win
played well. I was good for about 3
Listen, you got
holes.
up and down on 5.
Yeah, I did, and I tied 1 and got up and down on 5.
Yeah.
But that was all I contributed that day.
Listen.
So, but the good news is I think I even said it. That's why they make more matches,
Yeah.
So, but it is a big deal to be able to play with these guys. We really appreciate it, and as we do, appreciate all our partners, including a new member of the Just the Tips family. We want to say a shout out to Sundog Eyewear. I got to be honest, man. I just recently am a sunglasses guy because I had eye surgery. Now I can buy sunglasses. And, I went out and bought the $20 pair from the gas station, and I went out and bought a $1 million pair. I like these better than either of those.
Dude, I'm telling you, and I'm not just saying this because, we partner up with them. I partnered up with them. I reached out to them for a reason.
Yeah.
Was because these are the only sunglasses that I can wear while I play golf.
So I'm glad you brought that up. The ones I got are the Elwoods. They're tight in the temple, right? But not to the point where they're hurting you. But you can swing your face off and they stay tight. the sun glasses are dark, and I like
man.
that, but they're so super clear through the polarized. But they look like $1 million too, man. I'm kind of styling.
I just like that the lens is a little bit closer to my cheeks, so that like I don't lose the shade of the ball as I'm in my backswing.
Yep.
And there's like a lot of other sunglasses that I've worn that.
But you can go out and buy a designer pair that are not going to help you on the golf course. You know, you're not going to look any better with a super high end designer pair, and they're not going to help you play better. These are going to look good. These are going to play good, and like I said, they're not going to break the bank either.
And I'm telling you, they even just driving like it's wintertime right now while we're saying this, and you know, I wear them while I'm driving and shading out the winter, the snow, and the light reflecting off the snow. They're just the best sunglasses I've ever had.
Yep. So really happy to have them as part of the family. So this podcast is sponsored by Jeff and Miles from Inness and Sundog Sunglasses.
And
one of these days they're going to sponsor you, right?
Me and Tiger.
There you go. With that said, guys, it's an absolute pleasure. We'll catch you next week with podcast number 9. I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
Just the tips.
Yo!